to my How to Set Smarter You goals for the new year and reach them. And this is my video, and it's a practical approach. My name is Barbara Greenstuder, and you can reach me at humana.ch. Now, one of the most important aspects of setting goals is to record them. You need to give them a physical existence before you even start working on them. Your chances of reaching them are just much greater if you write them down, if you draw them, or even if you etch them into stone. Now, you may have heard that you should set SMART goals, which stand for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's take a look at the specific. Rather than just vaguely naming a goal, a resolution, make it specific statement, such as I want to improve my grades by X amount of points, or I want to increase my income by a certain amount of money, or I want to lose a certain amount of kilos or pounds. The M in SMART stands for measurable. If your goal is losing weight or increasing your income, it's easy to measure. But what if you want a better relationship or you want to have more fun with your friends? You'll have to establish a way of knowing when you improve. Such as, for instance, you could say having quality time twice a week, or avoiding conversation about your troublesome boss at the dinner table. You might have to come up with your own measurement, and it's a good idea to keep track of it by journaling, or you can even use an app. The A stands for achievable. Dream big and make your goals challenging. But keep in mind that challenging means that you will be challenged, and setbacks are likely to happen. Your goals can only be achieved if you pursue them, not if you give them up. Coming up with a strategy or an incremental plan with specific steps and milestones will help the process. The R stands for relevant. A goal really needs to mean something to you, not just to your mother or your best friend. So take a good look at the reasons why you want certain things or you want certain things to happen. If it has great meaning to you, you'll be much more motivated to go along with the plan that you put in place. The T stands for time-bound. Give your goal a specific, realistic D-Day and allow for some slack time. Bold, challenging goals will take time to reach, and the way to get there may have some roadblocks. So before we go on to making your goals smarter you or smarter for you, consider the need to create your plan. Your end goals won't just magically appear. You need to find ways to figure out how to get there. If your goal is to break a bad habit, observe what cue triggers the habit and get clear on what reward you get from that habit. Then deliberately change the routine to get the same reward, but with a different approach. Any resolution plan should include room for mistakes or adjustments. You're there for the long haul, so you have to expect slip-ups and setbacks. So how do you make your goals smarter for you? Let's take the E stands for evaluate and emotions. Plan to evaluate your progress or results at regular intervals. Those need to be set into your plan. When you evaluate, it's best to keep your emotions out of the process. It's a similar way as if you look at a chart. Remember, it's just feedback. The R stands for readjusting the plan. Look at what worked and what did not. If your plan has fallen short of your expectations, consider the reasons why and try to come up with a better or more motivating plan. Give yourself kudos for what you did well. If you have ever worked on a project, you know that iterations are often necessary. Persistence is the name of the game here. The Y stands for yield or yes, noticing what is working. celebrating it and doing more of what works. The O stands for optimizing, meaning that you make the process better, less time consuming, or more efficient. And the U stands for upsize, scaling the process whenever possible, and uplift, meaning taking specific actions to reward yourself or your team. Let me show you a fun way to help you set your goals, your smarter you goals. You take a piece of paper and you fold it in two. And if you're right-handed, you'll put your left hand on top of it and make sure it's big enough to cover it. And then you trace your hand with a pen or a pencil. After that, you take a pair of scissors and you cut it out, but you make sure to leave the thumb and the index joined. And on each finger, you'll write the letter SMARTERYOU, smarter you. And on those hands, those cutout hands, you will write down your smarter you goals for the year, for the next 3 months. And you take a different sheet of paper, another sheet of paper, and you write your plan to implement those goals. And you place it in a very visible spot. It could be a refrigerator, it can be a board in your office, it can be next to your computer. Make sure that you put it in a place where you see it. Or alternatively, play that game with other friends, or with a best friend or a team member or a partner, and you set your goals together. You cut out the hands, and the hands, you put them into an envelope and you send it to each other about a certain specific time down the road. It could be like 2 months or 3 months or 6 months, to remind yourself to stay on track. Have fun with it. I hope this video has been helpful. My name is Barbara Green-Studer. You can find me at humana.ch. Thank you for watching, and remember that the joy is in the journey. See you in the next video. Thank you.